Okay, I have my wife Nicki with me today, and we're gonna make some turkey. Now this is wild turkey, and before we go too far, I want to tell you one thing about wild turkey or any kind of poultry. I raise chickens, so I've learned this from the old timers. Back me up on this.
I will.
If we went out and killed a chicken to eat it, or a turkey, if you just took it right in there, what would happen?
Tastes yucky.
It's tough.
It is tough, yeah. It's really
You
tough.
have to let that meat relax, as the old timers say. So put that in the refrigerator. Once you, however you fix your turkey, however you cut it up, this is just one side of the breast. We let that set in the refrigerator covered for at least 5 days before we eat it or freeze it.
And it was in water too.
And then,
right?
yeah, we soaked it in water too, and we put some salt in it and got all the blood and everything out. Now, this meat has been relaxed, I guess you could say. Now, Nicki is going to take her special talents and take this thing and make us a nice, healthy, not, but tasty.
Yes, that's right. With secret ingredients.
What do you call it?
Potato chip, wild turkey, baked. I don't know. What do you want to call it?
Potato chip. Is that with the beef?
Stop.
Okay.
You're mean.
It's potato chip,
All right.
wild turkey.
Yeah, is that what it's called?
Yeah.
That's our new. Okay, that's our name.
Potato chip fried wild turkey.
Okay.
All right. Okay. What's your basic ingredients in this, Nicki?
Not much. Potato chips, Kentucky kernel, and flour. A little bit of salt and pepper, and a lot of butter.
A lot of butter.
It's good for you. Yeah. The first thing I do, we got this breast that's huge. You got a huge turkey, and I want to cut it into more like manageable, kind of bite-sized pieces. And I don't have any special thing I do. I just decide what I want. And I've done this with chicken before too. And my hands are all yucky. But you want salt and pepper them since I'm all yucky?
Me too.
You need to flip it.
Some salt in there.
Even though it's got a lot of stuff on it already, it still makes it good. Yeah, I'm just flipping them over so he can salt and pepper the other side too. A lot of salt and pepper. I like a lot of pepper. You do too. Nice job.
Thank you.
I got like a gallon size, just a Ziploc or whatever you want to use, and we're going to start with our potato chips. That's a secret ingredient. Don't tell anybody.
All right. I ain't seen nothing.
And I'm going to just kind of crunch them up.
So the last little bit that I usually turn up and pour in my mouth?
Yeah, we never have it because you eat it all. And that's good. Just kind of crunched up. With a little bit of, they're kind of still a little bit thick, but it gives it a good coating. All right, I'd say that's about a cup of Kentucky kernel.
Kentucky kernel flour in there?
And then just 2 tablespoons of flour. Did you get white pepper out? That is good.
One thing.
We need to add white pepper.
A little bit of white pepper.
A dash of white pepper.
Don't get it up your nose.
That's a couple dashes. All right, I'm actually gonna just zip this up now and shake it together. And this is our shake mixture. Now we're gonna
How much you want to bet?
What?
White pepper is one of the 11 herbs and spices in Colonel sandwich.
I think you're right.
I bet you $1.
It's good. Now we're gonna move to the stove and cook, kind of brown up this turkey, put it in the coating. All right, now we're gonna melt about half a stick of butter I'm gonna start with. And that's what we're gonna brown the turkey up in. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead and dip the turkey in the mixture that I made. Actually, I'm gonna put a couple in at a time. This is messy. Tim doesn't like when I make this because I have flour everywhere. I got these coated pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and just brown them. I'm gonna get as many in there as I can. You can kind of see the potato chips on it, the bigger pieces. That's what makes it good. And this turkey feels really tender. You can tell it's like soft. You can feel the meat's good. I'm gonna let that brown up and flip it over. And you wanna make sure it's nice and brown on the other side. I'm gonna go ahead and flip them. You can see they're just a little bit, starting to get a little bit of brown on them. I kind of just make it so that I kind of don't see any of the pink anywhere before I start cooking them. And it's doing pretty good. Just make sure you don't get your butter too hot too. I cook it on about medium because you don't want your butter to burn because then you'll have black butter, but it's looking pretty good on medium. All right, actually now I'm gonna take these because they're brown. I'm gonna put them back in the bag, about 2 at a time, and I'm gonna I call it double dipping them, get them a little more coating on them, and I'm gonna brown them up again. And you can see they come out kind of like that. I've double dipped these. You can kind of see another bit of coating. And I'm gonna fry them for a second time and brown them up one more time, and then they'll be ready to bake. I like to use glass baking dishes. So I have my glass baking dish. You can spray it with Pam, or I don't have Pam today, so I'm just gonna put a little oil in it, just so it doesn't stick. I'm just kind of getting it all around the bottom of the pan here so I can have oil, so hopefully it won't stick too bad. These are ready. They're nice and brown. This actually looks better than last night's. And now it's all ready to go. I'm just gonna take a little bit of the coating that's left, and I like to sprinkle it on the top. All right, I'm gonna put a little bit more on there. And this is messy. I always make a big mess, but Tim will clean it up. He's good at cleaning up my messes. All right, so now it's ready for I have about another half a stick of butter I melted here. And I just like to pour it on the top because it's good for you. Yeah, for health reasons. And it is ready to cook. I'm gonna put a piece of foil on there, put in the oven, 325 for about 2.5 to 3 hours. All right, now we're ready. I got the foil on. We're gonna stick it in the oven for about 2.5, 3 hours. And it looks perfect.
Mmm.
You just gonna eat right out of the pan?
Heck yeah, we'll share.
Okay.
Still smoke coming off of it.
Let's see what comes out.
Really?
Look pretty tender. You go first. How do you think? Good? You need to get us another turkey.
Oh, it's good.
I get some?
So many people say, oh, I killed a wild turkey, and it was so tough. If I went out here and, like I said, killed the chicken and didn't let it set, didn't let that meat relax, it would be tough. So we let this set 4 to 5 days, covered in the refrigerator, and let me tell you what, it makes it so much more tender. This is delicious, Nikki. What do you call it?
And it's easy. What do I call it?
Potato chip.
Wild turkey, baked wild turkey.
Fried, baked stuff.
Right. And it's easy and it's good and it's very low fat.
Hurry up with that fork on me.
You want another bite?